Yo, what's up guys, I'm back, got a review for you. This time we have this 86 hero, Smolarek. Now, I thought I might as well try him since he's a new card in the game. I've been trying a lot of heroes. This is my 4th new card I've tried. On stat sense, so he's 5'7", got high medium work rates, he's left footed with the 3-star skills, 3-star weak foot. In the 10 match I played with him, I'm pretty sure they were all in champs. I got 16 goals and 0 assists. So, he can also play the left wing as well as his centre forward as well as his primary striker position. On stat sense, so he's got 91 pace, 85 shooting, 80 passing, 90 dribbling and 83 physical. So on paper looks like a very, very good striker. I decided to go with the Deadeye Chem style purely because he needs that extra passing and a little bit more shot power. But I'll speak more about that on the positive and negative side of things. If you do enjoy it or want to see more, please do subscribe. It generally does help the channel out a lot. But I've got nothing more to say, so enjoy the clips and I'll see you after. Peace.
Seat you by the fire. Listen, there's something I must confide. I know I said that it'd be fine. I know I made it look like it'd be alright, but I think I learned my lesson, and I'm not gonna let you out of my sight. You can call me killer, 'cause I'll bring you to the light. And it might taste bitter when you're answering to God. You can call me killer as you look into my eyes. Nothing but a sinner. You won't get away this time. You won't get away this time. You won't get away this time. You won't get away.
So, on to my overall thoughts about the card then. Now, at first with this card, I really did struggle to get to grips with him, purely because he's not actually got that much to him in terms of like skills and weak foot. So we'll start then. So the 3-star skills is very, very lackluster this year. To be honest with you, if you're paying something like this, like I think it's 270k, obviously I paid 400 when the market was sky high with the heroes going higher than what they are now. But with the 3-star skills, it's really not desirable. I know he's obviously got good agility and he's 5'7", so he's going to turn quite nicely. But generally, the 3-star skills is a very hard thing to use, especially against a high-level opponent. And the 3-star weak foot, again, very, very hit and miss. He will score a few of them, as you've seen in some of the clips, but he also missed quite a few. So that is another hit and miss. So the 3-star is genuinely not very desirable at all. But something that is very nice is his pace. Now, being 5'7", the acceleration is obviously going to be really good, and it was good in game. He burst through defenders, didn't really need them skills, just try and fire it through. If you're a very running merchant, like you don't really use skills, you try and run it through. He's a very, very good card for you, especially since that acceleration is just so mental to get through on goal with. Now the shooting attributes, the finishing was one of his best attributes for me, especially on that left foot. Very, very deadly on him. The shot power, I didn't really feel it was too low, especially because of that plus 15 on the Deadeye. He would generally slap it off quite nicely across goal and near post. Unfortunately, it doesn't have any traits, and this is my big issue with the card, right? Okay, so with a card with a 3-star weak foot, you kind of want them to have the outside the foot shot trait, so they're primarily always on that strong foot. Because even on this year, right, the Travelers, it doesn't really matter about their weak foot, but you have to force the L2 on this card because he doesn't have the Traveller trait on himself. So pretty much you always have to have L2 if you're on like a position where he might hit it on his weak foot, which is kind of frustrating to me. But the tap positioning was really good. The rest of the shooting attributes were kind of average. The penalties were not bad, to be fair. Now the passing for me, for a striker, it's not bad, it's not amazing. I've not really got too much to say. It's just very like, do short passes and don't really do too much fancy stuff with it. The curve's not bad, to be fair, but because he doesn't have the finesse shot trait, it's not really the amazing. The finesse shot don't really go in that much. Now, the agility to me, see if this card had 5-star skills, oh my god, it'd be an amazing card, but obviously it'd probably be like double the price. But the balance was literally my favourite thing out of this card. It genuinely has pretty much a third leg. It's so good. He doesn't get pushed off the ball, and especially with that 84 strength, it's mental how like strong he is. Like the 3-star skills kind of counteract it because you can't return in that. But because of the strength and the balance, he will not get pushed off, and that's a really good attribute about this card. I really did enjoy that. But as I said, the agility and the dribbling stat are actually really good. It unfortunately doesn't have the 4-star skills to pair with it, but still, it will get you out of some tight situations if you need it to. Now the ball control, decent to be fair. The composure, not really any issues. Maybe on the weak foot at times, but generally on that strong foot, no issues. Now the heading accuracy and jumping, kind of useless at 5'7" to be honest. Even if it is 78, it's generally it's not really going to be any good to you. So try and avoid that heading meta if you can for him, for obvious reasons. Now the stamina for me, for a striker at the start of the year, it's not that bad. 80 stamina is really not that bad. I've seen a lot of cards have like 60 something like that. So generally 80 is not bad at the start of the year, but if you're pushing like a month in using this card, generally I feel like you need higher than that. But you got 5 substitutions this year, so it doesn't really matter too much. But the strength and aggression are a very good attribute about this card, along with those balance. That is probably my favourite attribute about this card, all in all. Because he doesn't have those skills, he really does need something like that to boost him up, otherwise it'd be a, in effect, a useless card. But that's all of my overall thoughts, and now let's go to overall scores. So on to overall scores for me then. So first off is the pace. Now overall for the pace, I'm just giving it a 9 out of 10. It's very solid to be fair. He's 5'7", he's going to be electric through on goal. But he's not obviously like Usman or Vinny level fast. Now, for the shooting for me, this is a bit of an inconsistent one because obviously he's got the good finishing on his left foot. It's very good. The composure's decent, but he has got that 3-star weak foot. So overall for that, I'm going to give it 8.5 out of 10 for the stage of year it is. It is still very good, and he will finish most chances on his left. But as I said, with that outside the foot shot thing being a little bit annoying because he doesn't have the trait and all that kind of stuff, 8.5 is what I can give it. Now for the passing for me, as a striker, you're not really going to use it too much. I'm going to give it 6 out of 10. It's good enough to get you through, especially that short pass being boosted by plus 15 with the Deadeye, which I highly recommend you use. Now the dribbling for me overall, now taking into consideration the 3-star skills, sorry, you do kind of want 5-star, but the rest attributes are really good on the dribbling for this card. Like, so good. If you had the 5-star skills, probably nearing 9.5. But because of that lack of skills, I'm only going to have to give it an 8.5 out of 10. It is still very good, especially that balance. It's literally the best I'm ever probably going to use. Like, it genuinely will not get pushed off for that strength as well. It's like, I don't know how good, like, I don't know how he's so good, especially at 5'7" with it, but he can hold off players really nicely. And also, if you didn't know, you can hold off players with an L2 this year. So L2 is very effective this year for the Traveller shot, especially with a 3-star weak foot, and also holding up to players. So this is like a card you really do need to master that with. But the physicals to me, so as I said, the heading is useless. The stamina's not bad, and the strength and aggression are really good on this card. So overall for that, I'm going to give it 8 out of 10. I do really think it's solid, to be honest. Like, this jumping in and head actually don't really matter, because you're not really going to be putting it in the air to him, and if you are, you're kind of stupid. But on overall score then, so I think so far this year for the heroes, I think I've give Kuhl like a 9.2, a Crouch on like a 7 rating, purely because he's not really that meta, he's just a fun card to use. So overall for Smolarek, he's better than Crouch, I would say, because overall he's got that balance and stuff like that, and he's got better shooting and better pace. So overall for that, I'm going to give it 8.2 out of 10. He's got some missing attributes where I feel like we really need to unlock the card, but overall he still will do what the job you need him to, with that pace, with that strength, with the finishing, but it's just a 3-star. It's really not what you want, especially since you're paying 270k for it. Getting on to that then, so 270k, Value points, I'm going to give it, I'm going to give it a 5 out of 10. Personally, I don't think it's worth it. And if you do need the Bundesliga or like the Szczesny link, sort of that, or maybe Lewandowski if you use him, he is quite a good option to go with, but just be careful of a 3-star weak for the 3-star skills, and also all the other attributes I've named. But that's all for my view. As always, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do subscribe. It does genuinely help the channel a lot. But I've got nothing more to say, so I'll see you in the next view, and peace out, guys.